we are saying what is virtual warehouse. It is a group of computers, right? If you select large warehouse size, you will get a group of 8 computers to run your query. So what will happen? If you are getting more power, your query will run faster, right? And also number of users, if even number of users are more, you won't face any issue, right? And it will be able to handle that way. To what level you can increase the warehouse size? 6xl. 6xl means a group of 512 computers. 512 computers. Okay. And also it's not just this 6xl. Based on your workload. Okay, based on your workload. Workload means if number of users are more, say all of a sudden during big billion days, the number of users who will use your server, they have gone up. In that case, you can set your virtual warehouse to auto scale mode. There is something called auto scale mode. We will see. I'm trying to explain things on high level. We'll have a detailed session on architecture, virtual warehouse, all these things. What I'm trying to explain you is why clients are moving to Snowflake, what advantage you would get. Okay, here the compute, we are saying virtual warehouse size, if you select 6xl, okay, and say during big billion days, compared to regular days, the number of users who will use that particular website, right, or app will be more. In those days, the load on that server will be more, right? In order to handle that workload, right, you can set this particular virtual warehouse to auto scale mode. Okay, what will happen is, I mean, a cluster of size 6xl, right? I mean, a virtual warehouse of size 6xl. This group, cluster means group of compute machines or nodes. We are saying, right, a group of computers. So this 6xl cluster will have 512, a group of 512 computers. Okay, this clusters, you can, Snowflake will automatically add up to 10 clusters. 10 clusters means 512 into 10. How much? How much compute power will get? 5120 compute, that is computers power you will get. That is, you can distribute your queries, okay, to that level. That is, see, if one particular computer can handle and so many users, right? If you can distribute your workload to 5120 compute machines, how much power you are going to get? I mean, how many users it can handle? Okay, that is one main advantage for Snowflake. And that also how it charges for this particular computers only for what you use. Okay, true pay as you go model. In the sense, your clients will pay, say you are selecting a virtual warehouse size of large. I mean, this particular large virtual warehouse. Okay, you are selecting to run your queries. This large virtual warehouse size, I mean, virtual warehouse, if it is active for, say, 65 seconds. Okay, that particular warehouse, you have used it for 65 seconds. You will pay only for that 65 seconds. Okay, I mean, minimum how it charges for computers, minimum for a minute. After that, it is on second basis. Okay, it is a like minimum it is 1 minute. After that, it is on second basis. That is, if you use if your virtual warehouse is active for, say, 30 seconds, okay, you'll pay compute cost minimum for 1 minute, 60 seconds. After that, say your warehouse is active for, say, 65 seconds, you'll pay only for 65 seconds. The cost how we'll pay here in Snowflake is on second basis, minimum a minute. After that, it is on second basis. So it will be true pay as you go model. Got it? That way your client will get performance because you can distribute your workload to this many computers, right? So it will be faster. Your queries will be faster, and none of your queries will be waiting in queue. Usually, we are saying you would require, I mean, compute resources, right? Processor, RAM, all these things to run your query. That specific case, okay. One computer, how many users it can handle, right? There is certain limit that is based on what is the processor capacity, RAM, all this memory, all these things, right? There is certain limit. That is, it will be able to handle, say, 20 users, 30 users, or 50 users at one point of time. Okay. If number of users increase, what will happen? Those queries which you are running, right, they'll be waiting in queue. Okay, for the initial queries to complete. Okay, I'll explain all these things in detail in our regular sessions. With if you can distribute your workload, right, it will be able to handle large number of users. Okay, even that is right now. Okay, your client has say some data, some volume of data and certain users. In future, even if they increase, right, they don't have to worry, because you can increase the storage capacity to any extent because it is in cloud. Okay, and then your query processing is done through virtual warehouse. Okay, based on the query or number of users, right, you can select which particular warehouse size, and also you can set it to auto scale mode, right? So it will be able to handle huge volumes of data as well as large number of users. Got it? That is the advantage. And also how you'll pay cost, whatever you use now, right? How much volume of data you are storing now, you'll pay only for that. And whatever how much ever time you use your compute, that too on second basis, you'll be paying the cost, compute cost, and both are charged separately. Storage is charged separately, compute is charged separately. So what advantage you have? Say you have over the weekends. Okay, over the weekends, I'm not running any queries. Okay, Saturday, Sunday, all employees will be in leave. Say they're not running any queries. Your warehouse, right? You'll not pay any cost during that time. Okay, you can that level. And you can configure your warehouse in such a way that if it is not used, right, you'll not pay any money that way. So if you're running any queries, if you're say using your virtual warehouse, right, then only you'll pay compute cost, or else you'll not. Okay, and storage costs are very minimal here. Since storage is separate, compute is separate, you can turn off your compute anytime, right? Okay, so you'll not be paying any compute cost that time. That's how it is. That kind of advantages you have with Snowflake. Apart from this, there are a lot of unique features. Okay, let me show you. So are you guys clear on this architecture front, at least on high level? We'll have a detailed session on this, so that time you'll get more clarity. This is on high level. I wanted to highlight what advantage you get if you compare it with other databases, regular traditional database in Snowflake. Any confusion over here? Is it clear?
I have the question.
Mm-hmm.
Like you said that for suppose we have the 6x1, right? It will be 512.
Yeah, you will get a group of 512 computers. I mean, that much power you will get.
It will be generated like into 10, like 5,000 something. Then how
That,
it will be happen in back?
yeah, that I'll explain. I mean, that's what I'm saying, right? This is on high level, theoretical. Practically, we'll be seeing all those scenarios. Okay. Hello.
Yeah, okay.
Yeah, in half an hour, 1 hour, like we'll not be able to cover the complete things. In our regular sessions, you'll get complete clarity on that. How you'll get that much power, 512 into 10, that is 5,120 compute nodes, right? That means those many computers power, how we'll get.
Like in
Okay.
cloud computing, we don't know how many servers are there, and probably we can call it like I mean, the cloud computing will be take care of those and all, right? So it's a cluster. How many nodes having, like 2 or 4 or 6 or 8 or so?
No,
Is
that
not
we'll choose that. In
okay.
Snowflake, we'll be selecting that size. See here, if you this is this is the warehouse, virtual warehouse I'm using. Now it is XS. XS means extra small. If I can make it increase the warehouse size to anything, say large, anytime within fraction of seconds. I'll see. This is just one advantage that we are in terms of architecture, which we are trying to highlight. There are a lot of other advantages that
Okay.
we
By
get.
choosing the warehouse also, the cost will be increased, right? Then
Yeah, that is there. But you can decrease based on your query complexity, right? You can increase or decrease the warehouse size anytime. Okay.
I mean,
Now it is
we
large.
have the future. So we have that feature, and by depending on our requirement, we can choose the warehouse.
Right. Yes.
Okay. Thank you.
You'll get, see, as I said, right, as we progress, you'll get complete clarity on things. Okay. Now, like this is on high level. So you're able to understand at least on high level what it is. I mean, what advantage you get with Snowflake compared to relational database.